Hey everyone, welcome back. So, I looked at the wrong camera. So,
She's getting herself prepared.
yeah, Tia's getting herself together, but
Oh,
you know,
me?
We're doing a show?
Get over here, girl.
Okay. So Lanni has some of her stuff out, and as you can see, she has her materials that she uses to put stuff together. And Tia, I know this is something that you've wanted to get into, and
This has been my dream hobby for as long as I can remember. I have grandma's old sewing machine just sitting in my room, and it's been sitting in my room for the last 6 years since she gave it to me. And I have a box full of buttons, and I just don't know where to start.
Well, I'm going to help you with that because
Thank you.
It's very intimidating. You might see this and go, I could never do that. And I want to demystify that because anybody really can do this. But there is a process to it. The first process is you've got to deconstruct things if you're going to reconstruct them. So your best friend is going to be a couple tools that you can get at the thrift store or at the craft store. Your best friend, Tia, is called a seam ripper.
I think I have one of those in my
Yeah.
beginner sewing kit that's unopened.
And this is fun. This is like taking a hammer to a wall and just pounding it. This is deconstructing. It's taking all of the seams out. And so you want to have like a little kit, sewing kit that you can put together. Then I brought some items here that I've taken apart from other pieces. So you go to the thrift store, you can spend $10 and just get a ton of stuff and just practice, right? So I want to show you what we have here. We have seam ripper. I took off the pockets from a 1980s ski outfit that somebody skied around Blueberry Ridge here in Marquette on. Pulling apart, you can pull out belts. This is a belt that I pulled apart. Now you've got some really cool accents. You can take things off of pieces that you have that are really cool, and I'm going to show you in a couple pieces, then you put them back onto something else. There's bows. There's hoods off of different things. What is this, you guys?
That's like a waistband from a bomber jacket.
Yep, exactly.
oh,
Bomber
okay.
jacket destroyed, but the waistband you can reuse in another piece. And so this, simple too. My mom actually helped me with this one. This is a legging, and we have all those leggings and they get worn, but you can actually use it in the winter time just to cover up your arms. You just put a stitch in. So anyway, there's lots of things and ways you can take things apart.
Yeah.
And you mentioned grandma's sewing kit. That's really what inspired me in the beginning, was my grandma's sewing kit just sitting there and all these beautiful buttons and things. So you want to let the materials or whatever you see kind of spark your interest, and then from there you'll say, what can I do with it?
So exactly what could you do with a piece like this? Like if you were trying to construct something, what would you use this?
Okay, so let's take that white blank shirt right there.
Okay.
This was my grandpa's members only shirt, which is back in now, but you'd start with like a blank canvas and you'd look at it and you'd say, what do I want to put on here? So, I'd ask you, where do you think out of these materials you would put it?
Well, where would I put one of these on here?
Yeah.
I would, let me think. I like this. So I'm thinking maybe actually, I don't even think this makes sense, to be honest.
Here's what I would do.
Okay.
But what would you do, Tia? I'm not good with fashion.
I would take off these pockets and replace them with these fun, funky 80s pockets, I think. I think that's just a fun, and I would even leave it like that. That's pretty fun and funky. And then you have this like double pocket situation because you can zip that up, but then also still open up the flap and get the pocket.
Maybe some gold material, like from like one of the belts or something like that.
Yeah. So that's basically what you do, is you'd hang this up and you would just kind of play around and drape things over.
I maybe would go like
there?
On the side, add a little flare.
There you go.
Like yeah.
You can change the buttons with other buttons.
Oh,
you can be very simple fixes.
Maybe, I don't know, I'm not really good at fashion. I get most of my fashion stuff from like Instagram influencers.
I would maybe even take some of these patches and kind of put them on. Abstract.
And so when you're doing this, every little bit you do is saving something that would normally be thrown away. You're saving it because the thrift stores, it's a great thing to shop at thrift stores.
Yeah.
But the thrift stores even get overloaded with fabrics that have holes in them and things. And you know, China doesn't want all of these things anymore that we usually ship over there. So I think it's more about us as an individual person really stopping and thinking about all the effort that went into make this shirt, the cotton and the dyeing processes, and just stopping for a moment and valuing a little bit more what we already own. And I can already see Tia is going to be going to thrift stores.
Yeah, she like constructed like 5 different ways to make this shirt pop out.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm still struggling to see what would go in what.
Those are shoes, John.
I don't even know.
Those were taken out of shoes.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what I would do with this. Or maybe maybe they could be like for like the shoulder or something.
There you go.
Ooh, okay, that's kind of giving like prints to me or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that, like for the shoulder or something.
And we actually shot a pilot where it was called Redesign a Line, and I was in LA pitching it. But the idea was that if you go into a thrift store, you don't just have to go to the clothing section. We had 4 designers competing, like Project One Way, using all secondhand materials. And they went and pulled curtains down and tablecloths and all these different things. And they were making runway-ready clothing out of just materials we never think of. So
yeah, there's this Instagram creator that I follow who upcycles materials. She creates most of her stuff using old tablecloths that she gets at thrift stores. And creates these fantastic pieces. I'm always so inspired. I just got to do a little bit of work, figure out my seam ripper.
Yeah, so you just get a little space, you have a little studio or an extra room, and you just put things in, you organize it, and then you just allow your creativity to take over.
So the dress that T is wearing, how long did it take you to construct this, create this? Like what was your thoughts?
It'll sit in the studio for a while until you find that other piece that you are just like, I'm like, something needs to drape here, but I don't have anything right now that will, so I just keep thrifting, or people give me things, and I'm like, that's it. That piece is gonna go here. So this took a couple weeks. Construction, I never knew how to sew. I taught myself how to sew. This was not my background. This is not what I went to school for. So I really do feel like anybody can do it, and that's why I kind of have glue here. There's also like fabric glue that you can use if you really don't know how to sew. You can start that way.
So are these like...
This is just the things you need in your sewing kit. Yeah, yeah. And you don't have to have a sewing machine.
Yeah.
I didn't start that way. And pins are your friend too, because that's how you're going to figure out what you want to put on with pins.
Got you.
Well, I think I know what I am going to be doing this weekend. Maybe I will be doing some shopping of my own old clothes that I was thinking about bringing to the thrift. I think I could possibly give them some new life. We had to take a commercial break, but before we go, is there a way for people to keep up with you and take a look at your art?
Yeah, thank you. So we're actually doing something called Crafting in Community, which is every first Friday of the month. You can find it on the website upwild.org.
There we go. It's up there on the screen.
And it's in partnership with Soul Shop, which is suicide prevention. So it's just an open maker space where you can come and just share your project, and I'm there every first Friday of the month.
Perfect. Well, Lanni, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have a great rest of your day, and you guys go to that, because some stuff that you can create. So we'll be right back in 3. Stay with us.